Good morning, all of you.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, this is the last topic that we are discussing from the unit second. Okay, that is the crypt arithmetic problem in the artificial intelligence. Now, up till now, we have discussed the different ways of solving the problem, and currently in this unit, we are discussing about the constraint satisfaction approach to solve the problem. Now, in the constraint satisfaction, related with the constraint satisfaction approach, already we have seen we have solved different problem, like we have solved the n queens problem we have solved. Then we have seen the example related with the Sudoku, and also we have solved the map coloring, graph coloring problem also, that comes in the category of the constraint satisfaction problems. Now these all the problems are called as a constraint satisfaction problem. Why this is so? That is my question. The problem that we have solved, like the n queens, Sudoku, map coloring, graph coloring, why these problems are called as a constraint satisfaction problems? That is my question. Yes. Why these problems are called as a constraint satisfaction problem? Do you got the question? Yes. Yes, all of you listening. All of you got the question what I am asking? Why these problems are called as a constraint satisfaction problems? Like we have seen the n queen, Sudoku, map coloring or the graph coloring. Why these problems are called as a constraint satisfaction problem? Yes. Hmm. Speak up.
Every some every that solution have some rules to play. That games have some rules.
Means in order to solve that particular kind of problem, certain kind of constraints or the rules has to be get satisfied. Understood? And that is the reason these all the problems are called as what the constraint satisfaction problem in case of the artificial intelligence. Okay. And today we are going to discuss one more problem which is come under the category of constraint satisfaction, that is the crypt arithmetic. Now let me tell you the problems that you have solved in this unit. Like we have solved the block word puzzle problem, then the n queens problem, graph coloring problem, then water jug problems. Okay, now these for your kind information, question on this kind of topics are also being asked in the competitive exams, for your kind information. And competitive exam plus, when you go for your campus interview, in the aptitude exams also, the question related with the crypt arithmetic is being asked. Specifically, in case of the Infosys, company, the question on crypt arithmetic always being asked. Okay, as well as on the water jug problem, etc. So you just not need to study this for your academic purpose to pass some exam, but for your campus placement purpose also you need to focus on this kind of problems, and that is the reason I have given you the such kind of problems on the group also, so that you can practice it. Okay. Now let's see what exactly this crypt arithmetic problem. and how we can solve such kind of problems. Now, as I said, this is also one of the type of constraint satisfaction problem. Crypt arithmetic is also one of the kind of crypt arithmetic problem, just like the NQueens or the map coloring, graph coloring, or the Sudoku. Okay. And why then it is being referred as the crypt arithmetic? That is the point. Okay, why this is being referred as a crypt arithmetic and what exactly it is. Now it is being referred as the crypt arithmetic because it is related with the encryption and the decryption, for your kind information. It is related with what? Encryption and the decryption. Now what do you mean by the encryption and the decryption? Yes. What do you mean by the encryption and the decryption? Now you are in the final year of the computer engineering. You must know about what exactly mean by the encryption and the decryption. Yes. Yes. Anybody know about what do you mean by the encryption and the decryption? What is mean by the cryptography? Have you heard this word before? Yes. Nobody know about the what do you mean by the encryption and the decryption?
रीडेबल फॉर्मेट को अनरीडेबल फॉर्मेट में कन्वर्ट करना,
That is the encryption.
हाइड करने के लिए यूज करते हैं सर हम, उसके लिए पैटर्न वगैरह मतलब यूज करते हैं जिससे पता ना चले पासवर्ड वगैरह.
Decryption.
डिस्क्रिप्शन नॉन रीडेबल फॉर्मेट को रीडेबल फॉर्मेट में कन्वर्ट करना.
So that is the point of the encryption and the decryption. Very good. Okay. And that particular study of the encrypting technique and the decrypting technique is called as the cryptography. Okay. Now, so here what we are going to do, okay, what exactly this crypt arithmetic problem in case of the artificial intelligence. First we understand that. Okay. Now here I have written the crypt arithmetic problem in artificial intelligence, the type of the encryption problem in which the return message in the alphabetical form. This is a very important statement. Our solving of the problem is depends on this. What? It is a type of the encryption problem in which the return message in the alphabetical form, which is easily readable and understandable, is converted into the another form. That another form is nothing but here numeric form. That another form is nothing but what? Numeric form, which is neither easily readable nor easily understandable. Means what? Suppose there is a one sender want to send some message to his friend as a receiver. Okay. And what is the aim behind this cryptography or doing the encryption and decryption? Now there is a confidential message that sender want to send to the receiver. Now sender will encrypt that message in such a way that, encrypt in the sense, it will encode that message in such a way that it will be readable only by this receiver. It can be decrypt. It can be decrypt by whom only? Receiver only. Why this has to be need to be done? Why it is required? Yes. Why this encryption and decryption is required? What is the need of these? Yes, more
security purpose.
For the purpose of security. Why? Because when this message is getting transferred from the sender to the receiver, if that message is found by somebody else, and if that message is not encrypted, then somebody else can read that confidential message. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So that is the need of encryption and the decryption. Encryption is nothing but what? Encoding that message in such a way that it can be understood by whom only? Receiver only.
Receiver.
And if it is encoded by the sender, now how to decrypt that? How to decode that? It should be known by only whom? Receiver only. You got the point?
Yes, sir.
So that is nothing but the concept of encryption and the decryption. Here, how we are going to encrypt and the decrypt in case of this crypt arithmetic problem, you can see here what we are going to do. Here you can see it's a type of encryption problem in which the written message in the alphabetical form, which is readable and understandable, that readable message in the alphabetical form, we are going to convert into the numeric form, which is neither easily readable, neither easily understandable, except the receiver. Yes or no? Except the
Yes.
receiver. It should be understood by whom, or it should be decoded by whom only? Receiver only. Got the
Receiver.
point?
Yes, sir.
So in another words, I have written here, the crypt arithmetic problem deals with the converting of messages from readable plain text. You must be aware of this word plain text. The crypt arithmetic problem deals with the converting the message from the readable, that is the plain text, to the non-readable, that is the cipher text. So message which is encoded by the sender is called, okay, the message which is being encoded by the sender and message which will be decoded by the receiver. So message which is encoded by the sender, that becomes cipher text, and when receiver decode it, it becomes the plain text. Plain text in the sense there is a no encoding is done. Yes or no? Understood the meaning of plain text? Readable form. And cipher text means what? Unreadable form. Got the point? So in order to make the particular plain, in order to convert the particular plain text into the cipher text, there is a need of what? Encryption. Got the point? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, let's see how this conversion is to be get done in crypt arithmetic problem in case of the artificial intelligence, and what is actually the relation of constraint satisfaction approach there, that we have to study here. Okay. Before that, you need to understand all this part. Okay, that's why I explain you what exactly mean by the crypt arithmetic and what do you mean by the encryption, what do you mean by the decryption, etc., etc. All of you understood these terms: encryption, decryption, crypt arithmetic, etc., etc.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, as I said, crypt arithmetic is the one of the type of constraint satisfaction problem, or it is come under the category of constraint satisfaction problem. Means, in order to solve this particular problem, that is the crypt arithmetic problem, or in order to deal with this crypt arithmetic problem, there are some rules or the constraints are there. What is there? There are some rules or the constraints are there. If you want to solve the crypt arithmetic problem, it can be only solved if certain constraint gets satisfied. You got the point? As we have done same case in case of the NQueens, graph coloring, map coloring, etc., etc. What? If you want to solve the crypt arithmetic problem, then there must be a satisfaction of some kind of rules and the constraint. Then and then only we can solve, or we can do this encryption and decryption of the certain things. Okay, or so certain message which is in the form of the alphabetical, and that we are going to transform into the some numerical form. Now, what are the rules then? What are the rules for the crypt arithmetic? Rules and the constraint for the crypt arithmetic problem in case of the artificial intelligence. So these are all the rules, and on these rules only everything is depend. You can only solve this particular crypt arithmetic problem if you know all these rules in very good manner. So that is the reason today I told you, you must carry with your notebook. So all you need to do, what first you need to write down all these rules. All of you are having the notebooks with yourself?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
I just dictating these rules, and side by side you read it.
Yes,
You
sir.
write it, and we'll discuss it side by side. So here we have the first rule or the constraint related with the crypt arithmetic problem is there should be a unique digit to be replaced for unique alphabet. What is these rules you are getting? And digit should be, we can use the digit in order to solve the crypt arithmetic problem only from 0 to 9 only. Which digits we can use? 0 to 9. That is the second rule. First rule is what? There should be a unique digit to be replaced for unique alphabet. Means what? What is the meaning of these rules? Can anybody tell me? What is the meaning of first rule?
Sir, it means that no alphabet should be repeated in any of the digit. Means a zero should not. If we assign zero as A, then one cannot be assigned as A. We have to assign one as B or something else.
Yes. Suppose if you are assigning 1 to the A, this is the A. If you are assigning the 1 to the A, now this 1 cannot be assigned to the any other alphabet. Yes or no? You are
Yes,
getting?
sir.
If
Yes,
you are
sir.
assigning
Yes,
1 to
sir.
alphabet A, you cannot assign this 1 to the any other alphabet. That is the meaning of this statement. You are getting?
Yes, sir.
That is, I have written there should be a unique digit to be replaced for unique alphabet. Understood first two rule?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I hope you are writing also. Third rule, there should be a only one carry forward while performing the addition of operation of the problem. What? There should be a only one carry forward. Now I hope all of you are knowing about the carry. Suppose I write a number like, suppose I write number, let me get it clear. Suppose I write the number like this, 87 plus 81. What is its addition? 718, 88, 16.
168.
Means here one carry is getting generated.
Yes.
This one which is come as a third position here, it is the carry or not?
Yes, sir. Carry.
So there should be a only one carry forward. This is the third important rule. If you don't know this rule, you will not. And this question, let me tell you, being asked number of times in the our theory exams and the INSEM exams. You can see it in the question paper. Okay, and 8 and 10 marks. Simple question being asked for the 8 or 10 marks. Okay. Next, the problem can be solved from the both the side. Means from the left hand side as well as from the right hand side.
Right.
You just write down these because some of the rule you might not understand here. It will be easily understood when we solve one example. Okay. What is this rule? There's the problem can be solved from the both side, that is from the left hand side or the right hand side. There must be a only one solution to the problem. This is the very important. What? There must be what? Only one solution to the problem. Then number must not begin with the 0. This is also very important. What? Number must not begin with the 0. Then if required, numerical base can be used as a 10. What? If required, numerical base can be utilized as a 10 while we are solving this crypt arithmetic problem. Okay. And the last rule, the result should satisfy the predefined arithmetic rules. What do you mean by these? The result should satisfy what? Predefined arithmetic rules. Means what? In the arithmetic rule we know, what? 4 plus 4, it is going to be how much?
8.
8. This is the arithmetic rule we know. Understood. The result should satisfy the predefined arithmetic rules. Now you will not understand the meaning of this exactly. Some of you might have understood. Okay, you will understand that in the example. All of you have written these rules.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Because this we are going to
Yes, sir.
solve the problem. There should be no need so that we have to come back again to this slide because okay, when we are solving the problem. If you have not written, somebody write it. I give you the 1 minute. Written?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's move to the main point that we have to solve here. Now let's understand with example what exactly this crypt arithmetic problem is. Now this is the problem we have given. Understand the problem first. What is problem we have given? This is the problem we have given. What is the problem? 2 plus go. What? 2 plus go it is equal to out. What? 2 plus go is equal to out. Now we have to solve this problem. Now how we should solve it? All of you got the problem? 2 plus go equal to out. Now these are all the alphabet, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Now here we just, okay, in order to make it slightly simpler, let me put the empty boxes here. Okay. And we have to do the addition of these. Here is our result will come. Our result will consist of the 3 boxes. Now, as we have discussed in the rules, the alphabet will be replaced by what? Numbers. How we are going to proceed? The alphabet will be replaced by the number in such a way that the constraint will get satisfied. That constraint or the rules that you have written. What we are going to do? We have to replace the alphabet by numbers. We have to replace the alphabet by numbers. How? Randomly असं replace करून करायचं आहे का आपल्याला नाही. We have to replace it what? With satisfying some constraint. Getting the point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So initially we have all the blank spaces. That is the all blank spaces I have written here. As we are started to solve the problem, all the blank spaces. Okay, focus on this part. Now we start from the left side. As I said, you can start solving the problem from the left side, or you can solve the problem from the right side. You have written in that rule, correct?
Yes.
We'll start solving the problem from the left side. Now you can see on this left side, the leftmost symbol is the O. Correct? Leftmost symbol is which? O.
Oh.
Is it like this? For example, if I write like this, 87 plus 81. 7 plus 1, 8. 8 plus 8, how much?
16.
16. Means this is the carry generated here.
1 is generated.
1 is generated as a carry. All of you are agree?
Yes. Yes, sir.
So you have to assume the same
Yes, sir.
situation, like same situation here. And you have to assume here, 1 carry is compulsory is getting generated here. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And that 1 carry is getting generated. So can we say value of this O is 1?
Yes, sir.
Can we
Yes,
say
sir.
yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Because you can see here, where here you are doing the addition of this 2 alphabet plus 2 alphabet. And you are getting how many alphabet here? Result?
3 alphabet.
3 alphabet. Means
Okay.
1 extra alphabet is generated here. Correct?
Yes, sir.
And 2 extra generated alphabet, when we are doing the addition of numbers to that extra generated number, we are considering it as a carry. Correct?
Okay.
And that is the reason I am saying here, this O will have the value as a 1, as a carry. Got the point?
Yes, sir.
So here I have put the value of O
Yes, sir.
as a 1. Side by side, you must maintain this kind of table so that you can remind which numericals you have utilized, because that numerical should not be get repeated. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So same thing I have read. So same thing I have written here. It is the letter which is generated by carrying. So carry generated can be only 1. So here we have the value of O as a 1. Understood? So here we have the 1. Correct? This box is a 1, correct? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So same thing I have written here in the form of the rules. This is the very important. When we are doing the addition of n letters and result of adding these letters is n plus 1. Correct? When you are adding the n letters, here how many letters you are adding? For example, 2 letters we are adding, and result of adding this letter is n plus 1. 2 plus 1, it is 3. Yes or no?
Yes.
And if the result of adding the letter is n plus 1 letter, then resulted letter value is always 1 as a carry. This is the most important rule which will help you to solve this problem, any kind of problem. Got the point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, clear?
Yes, sir.
Get the point clear at that stage only. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now we have found one value. Let me mark these empty boxes here. Okay. Okay, you also go on putting these things on your notebook. Okay, don't just sit empty there. Okay, here we have the 3 boxes and we have got the one value of that is O. Here is also O. Yes. Here also we have got the 1. Here also we have got the 1. Got the point? So next step we are having here. Next we have T plus G equal to U. This is correct. And we have the O plus O equal to T. Now which one is the soluble? You have to go for that. You are getting my point. So this is the soluble. That is
Yes, sir.
O plus O equal to T.
Is equal to-
Because we already know the 1 plus 1. Sorry, we already know the value of O. That is 1 and 1. So here how much will come? Here will come 2. Yes. This box 1 plus 1, how much here will come? 2. Yes or no? As I written here, we have the O equal to 1. So O plus O, that is the 1 plus 1 is 2. So we have got the value of T as a 2 here. Understood these?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's move forward. Now next, what is remaining on that you have to focus. That is our step 3. Next we have T plus G equal to U. Now we already know T equal to 2. Box तुम्ही मांडलेत का notebook वर? Because here every
Yes,
time
sir.
I have to, when I go to the next page, I have to erase the box. Okay, we have got the most of the values now. We have got O as a 1, here as a 1. Let me take another color. Here we have got the 1, 1, 1. Okay, and this result we have here 2. Okay, now what is remaining? T plus G equal to U. We already know the T equal to 2. Okay, and we know the value out of this T and G. We know the value of T. So we have the equation like this: 2 plus G equal to U. This equation we are having. Okay. Now here we already know. Okay, here we already know. Now here you know value of what? You know value of 2 here. Yes or no? Here we know the value of T is the 2. Correct? Now what we knowing here, when you do the addition of this T and G, yes, when you are doing the addition of these T and G, there must be a carry generated here.
Yes.
हे समजलंय तुम्हाला? कारण आपण कॅरी इथं आलेली आहे. You are getting my point?
Yes.
O ची व्हॅल्यू 1 आली ना.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So when you are thinking about this equation, that is the 2 plus g equal to u, you have to keep in mind addition of t and g should be such a number, which will generate the carry.
Yes.
You are getting my point. Addition of t and g must be such a number which will generate the carry. All of you are agree?
Yes, sir.
Because here we have got the carry here. So t and g number must be such a number which should generate the carry. I hope all of you are getting this point. This is the important point.
Yes, sir.
So same thing I have written here. Now here we know u must be generate the carry, that is this addition, the value of this u must be 10 or greater than 10. All of you are agree?
Yes, sir.
This u must be 10
Yes.
or greater than 10. Same thing I have written here. Now we know you as we have generated the carry. So 2 plus g must be 10 or it must be greater than 10. So this u must be 10 or greater than 10, because here you can see 2 plus g equal to u. Means we must add such a number in a 2, because we have the value of t equal to 2. We must add such a number in 2 so that it can generate the carry, or we can have addition of that t and g 10 or more than 10. This situation understood?
Right.
Yes. Now let's see how we can do this. So now here we know you must generate the carry. So 2 plus g must be 10 or greater than 10, means we must add such a numbers in 2 so that we can get carry generated, or we can have the addition of t and g 10 or more than 10. So we have the first option here. Now which number you can add to the 2 so that we can get the carry generated? Tell me.
9.
9. If you add 2 to the 9, how much you are getting?
11.
11.
Yeah.
Means what is the value of u now?
1.
1. पण u ची व्हॅल्यू 1 घेऊ शकतो का आपण?
No.
No,
का
sir.
नाही घेऊ शकत?
Because O is also having.
Because already
Because
we
O
have
is
taken
also
the,
having 1.
we have assigned the 1 for the o.
Oh, yes.
Then what is the option remain to you? That is 2 plus. Yes. Now 9 you cannot take. Then what is the option?
8.
8 is the option. Only 1 8 is the option.
Yes.
Because what we want the addition of the two numbers as a 10 or more than 10. But as we have done the 9 is not possible. Because if you take the 9, value of u is coming as a 1, but o is already having assigned we have already assigned the 1 to the o. So if you do this addition, how much we are getting? 2 plus 8, 10.
10.
Means 2 plus 8, 10, and this is the carry generated. Yes.
Yes, sir.
And what is the value of u then?
0.
0.
0. Value of u remains how much? 0.
0.
And here also we have got the value of g 8. The same thing I have written here. We have first option, if you consider g as a 9, 2 plus g, that is the 2 plus 9 is 11. Here we will get the u as a 1, but we cannot choose the u as a 1 as 1 is already assigned to the o. The same thing I have mentioned here that we have discussed. And so we have to go to the next option. So we have the second option. If you consider g as a 8, that is the 2 plus g, and as a 2 plus 8 is a 10, here we get the u value as a 0, and which can be chosen, and then we have got all the values of these alphabet. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now finally come to the tally. And tally will give you the idea about the last rule. What is the last rule you have
Okay.
written? What is the last rule?
Satisfy predefined
The
arithmetic.
result should be satisfied.
Result should
Predefined
satisfy the
arithmetic
predefined
rules.
arithmetic rules. म्हणजे काय की ह्या दोघांची ऍडिशन
102 येते. बरोबर.
102 यायला पाहिजे.
हवी.
तरच आपलं काय झालंय हे आपण तरच आपण then and then only we can say you have solved the crypt arithmetic problem successfully.
Yes.
Got the point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
These question always being asked, let me tell you, in any exam, not in the academics, it is being asked in the competitive exam as well as in the campus interview also, for your kind information. Any doubt in these? Because I'm going to give you the other example, you have to try it. Okay. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now take this example and you have to solve this example. I have already solved it, but I want to give it to you and you must try it. This example is always, this is the most popular example in case of the crypt arithmetic problem. What example you are having? Write it down in your notebook and solve it. Send plus more equal to money. What? Send plus more equal to money. Will you try it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, try
Yes,
it and
sir.
send me the solution. Okay. So that is from the today's session. And here we have finished our second unit. You have to complete the assignment that we have given in related with the first unit. In within 2 or 3 days, I will give you the assignment on the second unit also. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.